Welcome to Eagle Mind. Today, I'll be sharing with you a concept that your lawyer cannot directly advise you, but hope that you will know. That is equal distribution fair for all? Take note, the illustration given here is made up fictionally and is not directing to anyone. Let's begin with a happy family. Tom being the husband, Sarah is the wife, with 3 children, and they are Adrian, Mandy, and Edward. Tom wanted to create a will, distributing all his assets to his loved ones. The assets under Tom's name are 1 matrimonial home, 1 investment house which is currently rented out, his founding company, a bank account, and other miscellaneous holdings such as EPF and life insurance. Since EPF and life insurance are distributed via nomination only, equal distribution have no issue. Similar principle applies to the money in the bank account. Now, let's look at the remainder of the asset. We will take the assumption here that all assets bear the same monetary value in weightage. Tom planned to distribute everything in equal proportion of 1/4 to his wife and 3 children. Theoretically, equal distribution to all beneficiaries under joint name may seem to be a fair concept. But is that really the case? Let's add some background to each individual now. The wife, Sarah, whom is a retiree, is currently living in the matrimonial house. She planned to stay there until she is not around. Her pension fund is enough for her own expenditure. For the first child, Adrian, whom had moved overseas and started his business there, his concern is that he often needs liquidity to support his business, especially during difficult times such as this COVID-19 pandemic. For the second child, Mandy is the only child helping and working in Tom's company, as the other children have no interest in the business. For the third child, Edward, who is rather unfortunate as he has personal issue that he is not able to work like normal people, but he is staying with and taking care of Tom and Sarah. Now, let's discuss what are the possible scenarios arising from such a will left by Tom on an equal distribution. For the properties, ever thought that what if Adrian wanted to sell the properties for liquidity to fund his business, but both Sarah and Edward are currently staying in the matrimonial house and using the other investment property to generate a consistent passive income for living expenses. Even if a buyer is found, without all the owner's consent and execution to sell, the sales will not go through. Then, the subsequent sales of property may subject to a higher tax bracket in terms of the real property gains tax due to shorter holding period between the acquired date and the disposal date of the sales and purchase agreement. On top of that, there is a separate legal fees incurred for the whole sales and purchase proceeding. Think about it, who will bear the cost? I had discussed this problem in my previous videos. I'll put the links down in the description box below and at the end of this video. For the company, since it is equally distributed, all 4 family members will have equal holding power and control over the company. Yet, the company is solely operated by Mandy. Ever thought that what if there is conflict or the other family members needed some cash urgently and sold their shares of the company to strangers or competitor, which will strongly affect the decision making of Mandy? The others who are not involved in the company's daily operation cannot apprehend the difficulty of Mandy, but might keep blaming her for not making the company profitable as expected. Ever thought of that? Lastly, what if any of the 3 children pass the ownership of their respective portion to their children? The ownership of the properties and the companies will be further complicated with more parties involved. The above scenario are just a snippets of what are the possible outcomes the beneficiary will face if an equal distribution was intended by Tom wasn't a fair deal to all the beneficiaries to begin with. Well, If Tom were to understand the above possible outcome, he might be tempted to donate everything to charity instead of causing conflict between the family members in the future. Or Tom will choose to liquidate everything and effect a full equal distribution. But the reality is that it is not easy to liquidate certain assets. The value of these certain assets is beyond monetary consideration, such as the company business and goodwill.
係啊，喺嗰度嘈亂巴巴嘰嘰嘎嘎，我勢都攞一落啊！
Yes, Tom, it's frustrating. I know. So, what if the assets are distributed in the following manner? Sarah gets the matrimonial property and hold it on trust for Edward. Adrian gets the equivalent value of cash in the bank account for his overseas business. Mandy to be the majority shareholder running the daily operation of the company. Edward gets the investment property so that his allowance can be sustained from the rental payment by the tenant. Distribution-wise, it is no longer equal, as everybody is getting different assets instead. But such distribution is suitable for the lifestyle of each family member and sustainable for everyone. So Tom, do you understand?
OK，冇問題。
Alright, I hope you learned something as well. Thank you for watching till the very end of this video. You may refer to the timestamp in the description box below to refresh your memory. Please like and subscribe to my channel to show some love and support. Share it out to your friends and family to benefit them as well. Comment down below if you have any questions. Thank you, and I will see you in my next video.